Hello, this is Dr. Whiting, and we have officially entered the holiday season. The holiday season culminating and ending one of the strangest years certainly in modern history. Not since the pandemic of 1918 have we seen a year like 2020. And I want to talk to you today about the upcoming holiday season. And I have some suggestions for those of you who would like to make the holidays better, more enjoyable, and healthier. So let's begin with more enjoyable. Many of us this year will not be gathering in the way and to the extent that we have in past years. And instead of being frustrated about that, instead of internally rebelling against that, you should embrace it, because it is what it is. And one of the most important things that you learn in stress management is to accept what is, because only when you accept what is can you make the best out of it. There are so many people that spend each holiday season stressed, worried, make themselves sick over preparations, trying to make everything perfect for an event, for a meal, for a party. And if you're wise, you won't have to do that this year, or you shouldn't do that to that extent this year. So what do you do instead? Well, you can be miserable and you can be melancholy and wish it was something it isn't, which will not help at all. Or instead, you can take this season and begin to enjoy it at a slower pace. Gather around with your immediate family and spend time watching holiday movies, listening to holiday music, decorating your own home, without the hurry and the bustle and the stress and the pressure that often accompanies this season for many, many people. And since we know that stress is the cardinal cause of all illness, and this is proven year after year in many ways, but it's almost always proven during the holiday season. People either get sick over the holiday season or immediately thereafter. And that's because of the excess stress they choose to put upon themselves instead of relaxing and enjoying the season, the holiday, and what it means to you. Excess stress is something that is absolutely essential to manage properly. And this month is the month we need to pay even more closely attention to our stress level. Adequate rest, taking your full spectrum nutrients to keep your body chemistry balanced, take an immune support formula. We've been stressing that for months now, and many of you have followed our advice and you have stayed well. The more stress you're under, the more compromised your immune system can become. And when that happens, you leave the barn door wide open for excess immunosuppression, which, if a bug comes along, just any old bug, it has a greater chance of getting you. And that's obviously something we don't want to have happen. And of course, the other factor is to try to eat as healthy as possible. And that brings me to the second subject of our discussion, how to survive the holidays with a minimal amount of abuse. We're all going to eat too much, drink too much. It's just the way that we do. And in and of itself, it's not that bad. But consider the fact that for many of us, we have been stress eating for the last 6 or 8 months. And many of us perhaps have added an extra 15 or 20 pounds to our waistline already. And now we're facing a gluttonous holiday season that could double that. And that could make getting that off again, starting in January, a whole lot harder. Well, I will leave our weight management sessions for January. We'll start about mid-January. But for now, let's talk about the holiday season. Whichever holidays or holidays you celebrate this month, you should do so. And you should enjoy them. And you should eat your favorite holiday foods, the things that bring you comfort, things that bring back memories. You should do those things. But in between those holidays, in between those days, that is the time that you should focus on a healthier plan of eating. If you are carbohydrate intolerant, you should fast 1 or 2 days a week, keeping your carbohydrate grams at 20 to 30 grams a day. That will help offset the 2 or 3 days of holiday merriment or more, and help you to mitigate not only the physical stress from dietary abuse, but also the excess weight. We know that excess body weight also negatively affects your immune system. And this year and this season, at least for the foreseeable future, we need to address every factor that can negatively affect our immune system. And excess body weight is indeed one of them. That is not up for debate. That, sadly, is a proven fact. So there's a whole variety of ways. And basically what it amounts to is to plan ahead. We always tell you to manage stress, to live in the present moment, and that's absolutely true. But in this present moment, you can plan a few days ahead and say, okay, on Friday and Saturday, we're going to have this big dinner, and our family's going to get together, or whatever you're going to do. That means in advance of that, pick a couple of days where you're, for lack of a better word, behaving yourself. Consider an 8 to 12 to even 24-hour fast once or twice in the week ahead of time. Consider reducing your calories or carbohydrates to a significantly lower level, and that will help immensely. That way you can enjoy the events that are coming your way. You can enjoy the dinners. You can enjoy the drinks with a minimal amount of impact, not only on your body weight, but on your overall health and especially your immune system. December is a time of reflection. There are many faiths, religions, and philosophies that celebrate the coming of the end of the year. However you choose to celebrate, and however you choose to mark these days, please consider to do them safely. This is not a joke. Unfortunately, this pandemic is not political, it's not religious, and it does not discriminate. Thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people are dying around the world every day. And in our country alone, at least 1,500 to 2,000 people are no longer with us every 24 hours because of this virus. And whether we like it or don't like it, whether we choose to deny it, choose to excuse it, those figures don't lie. And I want to see each and every one of you come out of this in a few months and still be with us. I'd like to see you still join me on these broadcasts, because we've got a lot of exciting, innovative things coming in 2021. And I'd just like you to be here with me to share them. As always, you can reach my office, my research office, at 888-454-8464. If you want to shoot me a quick email, you can do so at askthedoc, ASKTHEDOC, at healthyinformation.com. Get adequate rest, plan your days, focus, relax, do things you almost never have a time or a chance to do or enjoy at other holiday seasons, now that you should have less stress upon you to perform. This is a golden opportunity. You may find that scaling back holiday events and plans isn't such a bad idea after all. This is Dr. Whiting. Take care, and I'll see you soon.